mapagpalang umaga, hapon, or gabi po sa inyo, Sir Salva. It's me, Danielle Gapul from Grade 12 UMS Calypso, and I'm so very excited to present my video report. But first, we have 10 questions here, which is subdivided into 2 categories, which is 5 multiple choices and 5 true or false. But first, let us begin by stating the instructions. Multiple choice. Write the letter of the correct answer in your notebook. Number 1. It is an electoral process for approving or rejecting a constitutional change or amendment. A. Public assembly and consultation. B. Majority rule. C. Plebiscite. D. Suffrage. Plebiscite is the correct answer. Why? Because plebiscite is like a special kind of vote kung saan tayong mga tao is we have the capacity to say yes or no sa isang bagay na napaka-importante, no? We can decide on a big issue na nangyayari, something that changes, no? For example na lang yung mga constitution, yung mga batas, is meron tayong big contribution doon. Kaya ito ay napapatupad. So, for example na lamang, nung year 2019, hindi ba? Dito sa Mindanao, is yung BOL or yung Bangsamoro Organic Law is they were, all citizens were being asked if approve ba sila sa na gawin ang Cotabato City na kasali sa BARM, na hindi na SOC Sergeant. So, maraming nag-yes, kaya nagkaroon ng BARM ngayon. So, masasabi natin na itong plebiscite is one way na mas na-express natin na mga tao yung mga gusto nating mangyari sa ating country. Na yung boses rin pala natin is napapakinggan. No, we can decide. We are free to use our agency to vote and to make changes sa ating constitution or mga laws. Question number 2. Allows people to engage in business and innovations. A. Democratic practice. B. Importance of participation in democracy. C. Participatory democracy. D. Representative democracy. For number 2 question, the correct answer is A. Democratic practice. Bakit? Kasi nga diba, sa isang demokratikong bansa, is tayo mga tao, no, we are free to do what we want as long as it's legal, no? For example, na lang ng mga country na Philippines, India, Canada, United States is nag-practice yan sila ng ganyan. Kung saan tayo mga tao is we can start a business or come up with a new innovation sa ating mundo. No, mga inventions is pwede ka rin, wala silang pakialam sa iyo kung mag-start ka man ng live selling dyan or magpabenta ka ng mga halaman, mag-fishball ka dyan, no? We are free. We are free to start a business, to make a change. We are free to make some inventions ng mga bagay, magtayo ng isang negosyo dahil hindi pinipigilan ng mga bansang may democratic na way yung mga tao na maghanap buhay at mag-isip ng mga bagong idea because para rin naman ito sa atin, no? Para tayo ay maging functional, maging productive tayo sa buhay natin, and para magkaroon tayo ng source of money, di ba? Money is real. So, another is the question number 3. Question number 3. The sovereign power remains on the citizens, but its exercise is delegated to the representatives they elect. A. Democratic practice. B. Importance of participation in democracy. C. Participatory democracy. D. Representative democracy. Representative democracy. Because in a representative democracy, no, we people, we still hold a power. No? Pumipili lang tayo ng pinaka-the best na isang leader or representative na mag-lead sa ating lahat. Just think of it sa every time na nag-elect tayo ng officer sa ating classroom. Diba? We have the power to choose. But yung president natin, kung sino yung mananalo doon, is sila lang yung mga nag-approve ng mga decisions natin. Sila yung one na mag-lead and mag-represent kapag mayroong mga activities or kailangan na representative in each classroom, di ba? So, yan yung representative democracy.
Number 4. One of the most popular demonstrations of this practice was the EDSA People Power of 1986. A. Democratic practice. B. Importance of participation in democracy. C. Participatory democracy. D. Representative democracy.
Democratic practice. So, alam naman nating lahat na yung EDSA People Power Revolution noong 1986 was one of the significant event na nangyari dito sa Philippines, kung saan is pinapakita talaga nito kung gaano ka united na mga Filipino that time, dahil millions of Filipinos talaga is nag-gather para mag-protest peacefully na ibalik ang isang demokratikong bansa, no? So, a little background information, no? That time, the Philippines was under the rule of President Marcos, Ferdinand Marcos, kung saan yung pamumuno niya is masyadong nag-monopolize siya and masyado siyang diktador na pagka-president that time. Kaya ayaw ng mga Filipino, wala kaming, di namin na-express yung aming karapatan, yung freedom of speech, yung freedom ng mga Filipino. So, ayan. And nagtagumpay rin naman sila. Diba?
5. Rina is 18 years old. This coming election, she will already be eligible to cast her votes. What democratic practice is she going to enjoy? A. Public assembly and consultation. B. Majority rule. C. Plebiscite. D. Suffrage.
So, Rina is an 18 years old girl and she is going to be able to vote in the upcoming elections, just like me, pero hindi pa ako registered voter. So, this is an example of a suffrage or yung rights natin as Filipino na makapagboto. So, 18 years old and above is mayroon tayong privilege na makapagboto na ng tao na gusto natin na mamuno sa ating country. And also, to explain further, itong suffrage na to, it means itong si Rina is she was now able to choose kung sino yung gusto niyang mag-lead sa country or sa local government, and she will get to vote for the person she believe na makakatulong talaga ng napakalaki. Yung best candidate, no? To serve the community. So, yun na yun.
Now, the true or false. Write true if the statement is correct and false if it's erroneous. Write your answer in your notebook. 6. Democracy provides equality and admission to opportunities for selected citizens in the government.
So, the answer here is false. Alam naman natin na sa isang demokratikong bansa, no, everyone has equal opportunities. We have equal rights, no? Hindi lang selected people na ang mag-vote lang is yung mga mayayaman and yung mga mahihirap is ganun. So, no, hindi ganon, no? So, all citizens here have the chance to participate in the government. Kung saan we can vote, no? We can run as an officer basta tayo ay eligible di ay, no? So, no matter their background or status, as long as we have the capacity na mag-lead, no? Pwede tayong mag-go No, example na lang in the Philippines, no, as long as you are 18 years old, no, and registered, is you can vote in elections, no. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, as long as makapag-vote tayo, no, because everyone has the same rights, no, to choose a leader. Kaya sa year na to is kailangan na nating piliin ng mabuti kung sino ba talaga ang nararapat. Dahil yung boto natin is makakapag-benefit rin naman tayo doon.
Number 7. True or false? Being allowed to participate and contribute ideas in any way is an example of undemocratic practice. The clue word here is undemocratic practice.
The answer is a very, very big false. Nope na nope talaga siya. Just because a country is democratic doesn't mean na all the problems will disappear and easily, no, that they will know any people na magta-try na i-manipulate tayo. No, because all of the things that was created here on earth is hindi perfect. Lahat tayo is napaka-imperfect natin. And kahit ang government is maraming mga flaws and imperfections yan, no? So, even now, di ba, may mga corruption, may mga ganit sa pera, ganun, di ba? So, kahit na ang democracy is layunin nito na magbigay ng pagkakapantay-pantay and ng freedom, it doesn't mean pa rin na the Philippines, lahat ng mga bagay, it will run smoothly. No, yung mga challenges pa rin na mangyayari, like corruption, mga unfair decision, no, and there will be people that will take advantage of their power. They will use it to manipulate others. They will use it to harm other people. Kaya nga, ganun, di ba? Napakalungkot. It's happening talaga. It's inevitable. Never yan na magbabago, no? For example na lang sa Philippines, no, we have a democratic system kung saan we people, we vote for leaders, di ba? But however, some politicians, they still find ways to manipulate elections, spread fake news, or use money to gain power unfairly dahil sa gusto nilang manalo, no? Yun nga.
Number 9. Participatory democracy is quite similar to representative democracy, which also encourages a more active and wider involvement of citizens. So yes, both of them is mayroon silang pagkakapareho and mayroon din silang pinagkakaiba. So itong participatory democracy is kung saan is nag-participate tayo mga tao, no? And yung representative democracy naman is kung saan is pumipili tayo ng isang tao na mag-represent sa atin or magli-lead sa atin. For example na lang, sa mga officers, sa organization, sa school, diba? We elect different officers like president, vice president, and naniniwala tayo na yun sila is mayroon silang magandang maidudulot sa atin. Ganun, kaya natin sila pinipili. Choosing who or what we want to become is a democratic practice.
So one of the most important freedoms in a democratic country is the freedom of speech. Kaya true ang answer. No? This means we people, we have the right to decide our own future, na hindi dapat natin hinahayaan ng ibang tao na tayo ay pigilan or tayo ay i-force sa mga bagay na hindi naman tama. No, we have the right to do what we want. But, dapat, ito siya ay hindi illegal. Dapat is nasa tama pa rin tayo. No? Kung saan tayo mga tao, we can decide for our own future. Whether in education, career, lifestyle, we can decide if gusto ba nating mag magtrabaho, or if we want to travel with our friends, or sabihin ng mga ibang kaklases, mahilig silang mag-gym or mag-jogging-jogging, no? We can do that, no? So, in a democratic country, no one is forced to follow a specific path, no? Everyone has the right to make their own decisions, and as long as they follow the law and respect others. So, no, in some places, no, government controls what people should do. For example na lamang sa North Korea, di ba? Alam naman natin na yung mga tao doon na nakatira doon is limited na masyado yung kanilang ginagawa because of the government na meron sila, no? Kung saan is kinokontrol yung kanilang mga belief, yung kanilang lifestyle. But in a democratic country, napaka-swerte natin. Because we people, we have the power to dream big, to dream higher, to reach our full potential, no? To work hard and achieve our goals. Ganyan ang meron sa isang democratic country. Kaya dapat, habang nabubuhay pa tayo, ay gawin natin yung ating best. We need to work smarter para ma-achieve natin yung mga dreams natin sa buhay. Tandaan natin na walang mahirap sa taong masipag. Kung may paraan, ay gawin natin, no? I-grab natin ang bawat opportunity na darating sa ating buhay para hindi tayo madaling i-take advantage ng ibang tao, no? Ganyan.